you're a top player, they'll like smack your wrist, and then
that makes sense.
Nothing.
That makes sense.
All right, so yeah, game one.
Standard start. Fox just running around, and Jake's not really doing anything.
Yeah, Jake's trying to zone Fox out.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jake's much slower than Fox.
Yeah.
Really needs to stay in the air to do anything.
Oh yeah. This is just going to be the whole set: is Plank jumping on the platforms, getting a few aerials in, and then Neighbor trying to get a rest.
Hopefully, Plank doesn't miss the text on up throw or the DI because that could be very bad for him.
So, one of the problems that people like Plank who play Fox is that they don't really overshoot aerials too often, so they can't catch Jigglypuff floating backwards.
Right, overshooting is very important for Fox in this matchup.
Yeah, and you see that a lot. Like, you'll see that here. Like, Plank's really good at undershooting the aerial, but when it comes to overshooting, he, like, can't.
I mean, it makes sense considering he plays Sheik.
Yeah.
Overextending with Sheik is a big no-no.
Yeah. Like, with Fox, it's okay, because he has, like, the best frame data in the game, so. Okay.
All right, nice jab up smash. That'll take care.
Well, it's funny, because that came off of crouch cancel. Or an ASDI down, not crouch cancel, I'm sorry. Got to get that right, because he was hit in the air. But he ASDI down, and then he got the jab.
Yep.
Okay. That's
a rest. Is this, do you know if this is round 1 or round 2?
It's like round 2, I think.
Okay.
Well, it's not a bad punish. I kind of would have went for the laser to up smash.
I think laser falling up air. I actually don't know what the best popular punish for Fox in that scenario is.
At this point, it matters. I mean, Plank's up by like 57%, but knowing the worst character in the game, she has the most stupid move in the game, known as rest. But
how could she be the worst character and have the best move?
She doesn't. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, actually, I would have tried for the rest there.
Yeah, that was close.
Just because and here's the thing, is that like, it's not a real thing to do the rest there, but it's a mix-up. And because it's a mix-up, Plank would then be scared for the down throw and then start DIing that bad.
Right.
And then that's when you go for the back air, because then you'll be DIing the back throw back more, and then you'll get the back air instead. So it's like some of the mix-ups that players like, oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that Plank went here game 1 or allowed this to be the struck stage. Partly, part of me wants to think that he either likes this stage in general because the Sheik main, or he just wants the space.
I think he just wants the space. Yeah. Oh, wow. He actually almost got that. That's pretty hard to get, like the forward dash.
Especially on DI behind.
Yeah. But this is UCF, so.
Plank doing a good job of not overcommitting.
Yeah, but
looking for that one hit.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that now he's like, oh my god, now he's chasing so hard. And like, all Neighbor has to do is kind of just like, yeah, now just take center stage. Oh, nice fair.
That's a good dash dance. I think he got a shield stab there, I'm not sure.
No, he didn't. He just
Puff jump?
Yeah, I think Puff was jumping. Oh my god. All right, he's dead. He should be dead. Oh no, never mind.
It really is just a 50.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Jeez. I didn't even do this. This thing is so far away from my mouth and it's still like messing up. Oh. Oh, okay, cool.
Alright.
I was just breathing.
Yeah, what I was going to say is it really is a 50-50 when Puff tries to edge guard Fox.
Yeah.
It's like, are they going to side B or are they going to up B?
Right, but the thing is, like, I feel like Puff can at least throw out like some aerials to wait for those recoveries. You know, at least cover one of the options. Neighbor didn't cover any of the options.
Well, right, you cover one of them, but
yeah,
as I said, it is a 50-50. Puff's too slow to cover both.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather get 50% than 0%, which is what Neighbor got. So.
Would you have covered that with your Fox?
With my Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah. All you gotta do is down smash. It has a lingering hitbox. Down smash is sick, dude.
This is going to be a long game.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know.
I was gonna say that at the start, but now that we're 5 minutes in.
I think I did say that. It's gonna be like this. Oh my god.
That was just a raw Nurok F smash.
That was a raw Nurok F smash, I agree.
That was point blank, right in front of the opponent.
What is Plank doing? What are you doing? Like,
Plank's doing a lot of running through Puff.
Yeah.
Which can be dangerous.
Oh, that's
and
it.
there it is. Yeah. So So Neighbor will take game 1.
So this goes back to overshooting aerials. Like, Neighbor rolled every single time he was on the corner when Fox went in. So what Plank should have done was run in with that aerial, or run in and fake and do that wave land back and then grab. And he would have gotten at least a kill off that.
I was going to say we'll see if he adjusts to that in the next game, but he is in fact switching to Doc.
I can see Doc doing okay in this matchup. I just don't know if he has any hit confirms.
I just feel like Doc basically can't recover against Puff.
Well, yeah, but
So he does need to establish center and be very careful.
the thing is, Doc's pills are very strong, and 2 pills is 15%. But Neighbor doing a good job so far, but oh, nice.
This is dangerous.
Oh, we could have rested that.
Yeah, Neighbor is doing a good job so far of catching on to Plank's rolls.
Yeah. I don't see him like. And here's the thing: is that obviously Plank's sick, so I'm John for him a little bit, but he's kind of committing really hard. Like he wants the game to finish early or something.
Yeah.
And I could see him trying to do that just because like when he's not sick, he's a much better player than Neighbor. But I don't know. Right now, it just seems like. Look, you see that he committed.
He's pretty much dead.
Yeah. Oh no, he's not. Oh, he's dead.
He's still dead.
Yeah.
It's Doc. All right, Neighbor up in game 2. This is a best of 3.
Yeah. It's still an upset.
Yeah, I would consider an upset.
Yeah, for sure. But then Neighbor has to play Polish. So.
Polish is good.
Falco does pretty good versus Jigs though.
Yeah, I said Polish is good.
Oh. Okay. Sorry for like. Oh. That's a confirm?
He dunked on him. I don't know if that's guaranteed.
That could just be like on DIN or something. Yeah, that was, I don't know. Oh, nice. That was a good H-box-esque short hop tomahawk grab. Oh wow, her fair goes through that. That sucks.
Yeah, it's just the Mario Brothers just don't have any range.
Yeah.
And you really need range in this matchup. I mean, he does have a projectile, so I guess it's not as bad as it could be. What am I saying? I have no idea what the Doc Puff matchup is like.
This is a high tier versus a low tier.
You're right. Doc is actually
He's
pretty much
8th,
high
right?
tier.
Yeah, he's pretty much high tier. Kappa. I can't believe I just said that in person. Please just kill me now. When we're driving home,
This is
just like
actual-
throw me out the window.
Well, you'll be the one driving, so
Yeah,
probably I'll
just
die.
like throw me.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
ready
fine.
to die.
Yeah.
We'll see how we do today. And
We'll
then
see how
I'll
we
be
do.
ready.
If I don't get first, I'm dead. Zane?
What was I gonna say? Can't even remember.
Oh, that was sick. Thanks up.
That was like perfect DI too.
Yeah. I'm actually disappointed he didn't SDI 6 times to the left to survive that. 'Cause that's like standard nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh.
Neighbor overextends. Doesn't matter though. You pick this up.
Okay, so here's the thing. Now, Neighbor's getting nervous. And yeah, he's playing so much more aggressive.
How can you tell?
Okay, so in the first couple stocks, you would see him like kind of control center stage or try and like run away from him a little bit more, and like with his aerial drift as well. Like he would do that back air, and then he would fade away. Now he's kind of like aerial drifting in more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, and it's really, I won't say it's easy to tell, but like it's very noticeable. Like the way, like all of a sudden his play styles change a little bit, and he's either getting nervous or flustered, or he's like, oh man, I'm about to be Plank.
Yeah. I mean, part of it might be, it's early in the tournament. He's up 1-0 on Plank, and it's even. And he might be thinking to himself, I'm about to 2-0. I'm about to beat Plank potentially.
Yeah.
I just need to win this game.
But remember how I said he's aerialing aggressive? Right there, he was trying to aerial in aggressive. Plank caught that with his fair.
It's like he wants it to be over.
Right, exactly. So now the problem is that Fox Jigs doesn't have like a guaranteed rest setup unless he does up till rest, I believe, but it has to be early, like really early. Yeah. Okay. So
Hold in.
yeah, that's the thing is that Neighbor is really aggressive right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
he's stopped doing the empty tomahawks that he was getting earlier, which
yeah. And Plank's just fake. Like this is where Plank excels, is that he forces you to approach because you get mad that you're not beating him harder, because you feel like you should be beating him. And then this happens, and it's like a 12-minute set for best of 3.
I was going to say, we'll see if Neighbor catches the roll in here. Plank has been rolling on a lot, but he did not.
Yep. Once again, this is the third time. Plank took advantage of Neighbor aerially, aggressively into his space. And what Plank did is he would wave dash in, do a dash dance, wave dash out, and then wave dash back in, and then do short hop fair.
Do you think that might also have something to do with the stage they're on? Because Yoshi's is much smaller than Dreamland, so he might feel more compelled.
I still feel like what Neighbor could do is do a fake short hop, pretend to do a drift towards, and then without doing an aerial, drift out and shield, because for the incoming fair, and then can kind of control what Plank's going to do after that. Because if you saw there, he didn't do that at all. He literally would just back air,
right.
fall down on the ground, back air,
and then maybe go for
like
a sub for that one extra.
Yeah, like maybe do a fair instead of a back air. And oh, okay, it's not the right stage.
So is Plank going Sheik?
I think he's going Zelda. That would make sense. But and that's the thing that even I have trouble with, is that when you're getting flustered or you're about to beat someone better than you start resorting to these tactics like, let's finish this game right now, I want to get the win right now.
You either become over-aggressive or become over-defensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Usually over-aggressive.
Yeah. Okay, no, he's actually
so he is going Sheik.
Yeah, so it looks like he's being serious for this game.
This is probably Sheik's second best stage in this matchup.
Oh!
You know what? Never mind.
That was actually sick. But honestly, Neighbor's been going for that every game. He's trying to go, it's kind of a cheese strategy. And when I say cheese strategy, I don't mean he's so lucky he got it. It's more like you're forcing yourself into a really, 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 really risky position for the maybe reward, And the previous game he got punished for that, and luckily this game he Plank jumped into it, and see? And
Plank's platform movement is pretty good there so far.
Oh my god. Oh,
yeah, he's going to transform.
This is actually super smart. Don't care what anyone says. This is super smart. Zelda player or Sheik players should do it more.
I don't know what I think about
Nope.
this.
We're smart. So smart. So smart, dude. This is hilarious. So, obviously the reason. That was actually really good by Plank. So he pretended that he was going to get rested, and Neighbor was looking for it. So Plank just did an air instead.
Plank is actually doing a lot of that needle, where you
Yeah.
run off the platform and shoot a sideways needle. That's something I really like for this matchup. He's doing it a little predictably, but it is actually kind of hard for Puff to challenge that.
Oh yeah.
Unless she preemptively,
Neighbor's doing a better job. He's being a lot more careful. But the thing is, as with anything you said, even if he is careful now, he's going to start being more aggressive. And that's why Plank switched, honestly. He's like, okay, now I know what you're going to do.
All right, and he's at 70.
Yeah, that's it.
And Puff can't challenge that as long as you jump away. Now we wait.
Oh my god. I cannot believe that just happened. Oh my god, I can't believe this. All right, so this is actually tough, because how does Puff kill Sheik at 89%? What's your options here?
You basically want to get Sheik off stage, and at that point, it's pretty much an execution test.
Right.
Edge guard her, and then you get an F smash, or you bear her back off stage.
So, but what's her goal in neutral besides just get her off stage? Because that's one singular goal. And
for Puff, you really want to prevent Sheik from keeping center, because
Right.
Sheik in the corner in this matchup is not very good.
Right.
And Puff doesn't have a really good way to challenge platform camping.
Okay.
As long as you're smart about it. So Puff just kind of wants to wait for Sheik to throw out a preemptive tilt or a bad move that's too close and then punish.
So right there, the execution test for the edge guard. Oh my god.
Still hasn't changed to bad. Oh, never mind. Puff's a 70.
That's funny. Oh my god.
It can be hard. Sometimes you respect Zelda too much and you just sit and shield.
So her hitbox does extend a little bit further than her foot. Very tiny bit, but it is a knee hitbox, so it's electric and it's... Oof. Again, so Neighbor's still trying to go for that cheese rest, but the problem is he's at 59%. And with Zelda, that could be a kill. Yes. Very
And
nice.
he can't punish.
Yeah.
So this is going to last stock.
Yeah, this is actually pretty good.
We'll see what Neighbor does here because he did get a little
Oh my god.
anxious earlier.
He's gonna get the side B rest again.
If he's going to get that, he's going to have to short hop right into the zone of the knee.
Why don't we call it the killer or the side B to rest? The jab to punch to rest.
Is that what we call it?
Well, in FC3, oh,
See,
that was it.
That's dangerous.
That was it too. At FC3, Kilo R beat, I think it was Mike G in the first like 7 seconds. Just by, oh no. Just by doing side B rest. So here's the thing about Zelda's F Smash is that the first, I think, 2 hit, I don't know the exact data, but I think like the first couple hitboxes are weak and you can SCI out of them
Right.
so that you don't get hit by the strong last hitbox.
This is stressful.
Oh my god. Yeah. All right, well, Plank wins.
Mike will take that 2-1. He's moving on.